Welcome back. Now, this next story may well shock some of you at home. UK hip-hop star and producer Tricky made his name with Massive Attack and a successful solo career. But now he's about to make a career move that will surprise and perhaps even astound his fans. The artist, whose real name is Adrian Thors, spoke exclusively to Ali Akram.
My cousin bought it, but the car in case you want it. My family's been low, that's why I tried to sing y'all.
On Friday, I was contacted by the management of trip-hop star Tricky and told that the rapper was coming to New Zealand to join the country's most notorious gang, the Mongrel Mob. His video to last year's track Ghetto Stars featured a former associate of East End mobsters, the Cray twins, telling kids to stay out of gangs.
I spent over 16 years in prison, and believe you me, it's no joy.
So it was while visiting the grave of one of the founders of the mobsters chapter that he'll be patched into later this week that he explained his thinking.
The opportunity of taking something which is supposed to be very negative and turning it into something positive.
But do you know about the reputation the Mongrel Mob have in New Zealand?
Totally. But things change, right? It's like winter, autumn, spring. I know the reputation, I know what they are. And some people say it's scum of the earth. I don't care. If I can do something positive with the name, I don't care.
But wouldn't kids look at it and say, cool, I'm going to join a criminal gang? Isn't that why people want to join this?
Yeah, well, kids want to join something edgy. You're never going to change kids joining a gang. You have to change the gang.
Last month, Tricky played Auckland and met Patrick Manuel, a member of the mobsters, who was the stepbrother of his friend and minder, Christian Simpson, who, when we met, was wearing a pair of shoes that once belonged to Elton John. What is that, python?
Yeah, I think so.
Tricky decided he not only wanted to join the mobsters, an offshoot of the Porirua gang, who have around 30 patched members, but wanted to start it up in the UK to hook UK teens into both music, boxing and staying in school.
So, you know, you prospect. If you win 10 amateur fights, you stay out of trouble. You become a mongrel junior. If you become a professional, you become a mongrel mobster. It's changing the whole attitude.
It's thought that the star will be the first non-New Zealander to be given a patch and certainly the first celebrity.
I didn't think, oh, here we can jump on this guy's bandwagon and try and make something out of him. You know, I just think that he had some good ideas about their own people, young people back in the UK.
Patrick Manuel realises it will be a controversial decision, not least amongst other chapters.
So I told them to hide the guns, the drugs, the migrant slave girls we got in there.
I wanted to know what those who'd been in the gang for decades thought of their new addition and his plan.
Is it possible that the best thing that your kids can do to not follow you in this path is not join the Mongrel Mob?
Just be yourself. You know, a real man can stand on his own 2 feet, doesn't need someone to help him up.
And do people think that we really want to change? There's a lot of skeptics out there who say, oh no, there's another fucking scam, they're trying to scam us. What would everybody be thinking?
Yeah.
They've heard the P one before and they think, oh yeah, that's a load of shit. Gangs are still dealing in it.
But that's the thing though, is that
why should we have to let our kids go to jail and whatever, you know? What's there for them, you know? We want them to, you know, get an education, get some, you know, maybe go and join the army.
What do you think of Tricky's idea? Do you think it'll work?
It's a new one. I really can't see how you can do that. The gang, the Mongrel Mob, is built on violence and
but things change.
Activities, you know?
Things change also, though, right?
It is, well, this just comes naturally to us, stuff that we do.
In the past, the mob has tried to straighten out, or parts of the mob have.
We asked them, give them, you know, where do you see yourself in 5 years, and what do you bring to the chapter, and we want them to get courses, you know, electricians, plumbers, builders, stuff like that, instead of just sitting around stealing or, you know, mopping up floors for us and shit.
Did that work?
No, most of them do runners.
But do you regret joining?
We have earned our patches and we're proud to wear them. But that's not to say that we want other young people to do what we did to get ours.
Would you have listened to an older person at the time if they told you not to join?
Yeah, I'd say I would have.
Do you actually remember me telling you in Moss?
What?
Never.
Yeah, I said, great, you fellas are doing well, now you fellas should just carry on as you are.
You tried to tell these guys
Yeah.
not to join.
Fuck, you fellas are doing it well, you know, you fellas should just stay as you are. I said, no, we want to be mongrels. I said, I'll see you then.
But with the Mongrel Mob's name so heavily associated with crime in this country, what is the attitude of the Mobsters chapter to offending?
Our chapter don't behave in a criminal way as a group, but as individuals, do whatever you like, you know. What you choose to do is your choice. Fortunately, a lot of us choose to work and support our families.
That's how I'm seeing this as a movement, you know, and we need something fresh. All the music's the same, everybody looks the same in their videos, you know, everything's getting watered down and made into commercial, you know, vehicles. We need something new and exciting, and that's what I'm seeing in these guys.
At the moment, Tricky's patch is being made, and he's likely to be wearing it by the end of the week. Ali Akram, 3 News.